Hello, Nintendo fans. My name is Master. How are you doing today? So, I haven't seen this movie yet. I don't really plan to. Mostly because it looks bad. And that's the thing. So, movie we're going to be talking about today is Elemental. Now, I know that someone has, in the Discord, I cannot remember who, has asked me to do Gremlins as a review. I do not have the DVD for Gremlins. I don't know where it is, but I'm going to have to find it some other place where I can watch Gremlins. But that review is coming, hopefully. But just remember, guys, you can suggest movie reviews to me in the Discord, or you can DM me on Twitter. I will do. Anyway, so we're talking about Pixar and mainly Elemental. So I've seen a couple of YouTubers, review YouTubers, discuss the downfall of Pixar. And although it is true that Pixar is just on an inevitable downward spiral that they might not ever get out of, and their movies are just getting lower and lower quality, and they are just absolutely bombing in the box office. Now, although Elemental hasn't been out for long, it is absolutely bombing right now. Bombing. And that doesn't mean it's bombing good. It's bombing bad. It's so bad. Now, once again, I haven't seen Elemental. Hell, it actually might be good. But I don't know. I don't really want to see Elemental. Because they didn't market it right. They marketed it like, oh, you can't be with this guy because he's not like us. And it was just so generic, how they marketed it. And from reviews that I've seen, because I don't care about spoilers for this movie, because I really don't care, I was genuinely surprised that it wasn't all about, like, oh, he's not like us, so you can't be with him. It's something entirely different, apparently, but I'm not entirely sure. It's about kosher racism or something like that. I don't know. But the thing is, Pixar is on a downfall. And it's sad. Now, I was born a 2000 kid. I'm a 2000s kid. I was born in 2004. I grew up with some of the greatest animated movies to ever grace the planet. WALL-E, Toy Story, fucking Bug's Life was made before I was born. So was Toy Story. But, you have all these classic animated movies that have been out for years and that I grew up with personally. And I know a couple of my friends who are around my age who grew up with the exact same movies that I did. What is that on the wall there? Oh, it's a crack on the screen. Okay. I thought it was right about here, There's a little crack on my screen, and I thought it was something on my wall. Anyway, so the slow but sure downfall is Pixar is afraid of change. And they have been sticking to the most same algorithm, really, that they have been for years, which they didn't have while they were making, actually good movies, where They made, Wall-E, fucking Toy Story, Bugs Life, Toy Story 2, Incredibles, freaking all these movies. They're so good, and they're still good. I have review videos for years, assuming I'm still doing review videos, and I plan to. I want to do a review video on Wall-E. I want to do a review video on Bugs Life. I want to do that. So, I have review videos for years to come. Like, for real, guys. I have videos for years. And, like, gaming, you can just keep doing that, Games will never stop. But, outside of that, Pixar is on a downfall. And Disney is just trucking right now. Because Pixar is owned by Disney. I think we all know this by now, right? Pixar is owned by Disney. Now, the thing is, Disney doesn't care what happens to Pixar as long as they make money. And that's the thing, right? They don't care how crap the movie is as long as it makes money. Who cares if they make, a Monsters Inc. 3, right? As long as it makes money and it's totally shit, who cares? As long as it makes money, right? It's all about the fucking money. But that's the downfall. They don't care about how good the story is. Now, it used to be, you go look at fucking Snow White, Beauty and the Beast, once again, Wall-E, Toy Story, any of the classics, they had heart. Because it wasn't all about the money. It was about the story that the movie was telling. It was all about the characters, the animation, everything, every single thing mattered in the scene, in the movie. So good. But now it's who the fuck cares as long as we make money, right? Right, guys? Right? But then, like, you see, up and coming YouTuber animation shows like Hell of a Boss, Smiling Friends, Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared, fucking Monster Lab, those are just a few off the top of my head. But you have those, and those have heart. Those have, people behind them that really care. They want their show to matter. And it's just not about the money. It's about making it good. And if you make it good, people are going to appreciate it more. But when you make it just for the money, it's going to be shit. That is the bottom line, right? Now, like, you look at Sony with Mitchell's vs. Machines and Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. I haven't even seen Across the Spider-Verse yet, and I really want to. It looks so good, by the way. Those movies are beautifully done. I did a review on Mitchell's vs. Machines. I don't remember what I rated it, but I would easily rate it a 7. Not even a 7. I would easily rate that movie a 9 out of 10. 10, the 9 being like, oh, I had some, like, a little gripes with it, but, like, otherwise than that, it was done beautifully. Because Sony has realized that if we just let the writers, the director, if we just let the team do what they want to do, it is going to turn out better. And it does every single time. Puss in Boots: The Last Wish was phenomenal. Not just because of the animation, which was a major step up, but it was done perfectly. Now, I am not very excited for DreamWorks' next release, which is whatever Kraken thing. It looks so dumb. I don't know if you guys have seen it. It looks very stupid. I don't even know what it's trying to do. It's trying to ride off the coattails of Elemental, I think. I don't know. It looks dumb. Look it up. Look up DreamWorks Kraken, I think. I don't know. Here's the title of the movie. But DreamWorks and Sony know what they're doing. They have, they know what they're doing. They've realized that, like, our movies are going to be good if we actually let the people who are animating it, directing everything, just let them do it. And that's what makes it good. Like, I watched, I don't know, if Pixar were to start doing what Sony and DreamWorks are doing, I don't think DreamWorks is quite there yet, but they're getting there. But like, if Pixar started doing what Sony is doing, infinitely better, right there. If they just let the people do what they want, and I know they really can because they're owned by Disney, so it's just like big corporate boy, Like 20th Century Fox, that's owned by Disney. Family Guy, owned by Disney. Everything is just owned by fucking Disney, Nothing will ever escape the clutches of the ultra beast that is Disney, But like, you have shows that will, and movies that, like, move through the cracks that will absolutely destroy any Disney movie or any Pixar movie. But do they win at the Oscars? No, because guess who pays them off? Disney does. Disney doesn't win those fucking awards. Trust me. I know they don't. There's no way. Because the other movies that are in there are millions of times better than those movies will ever be. And no one can change my mind. Like, you're telling me that fucking Mitchells vs. Machines genuinely didn't win when everyone was fucking loving that movie? It was so good. I still watch that movie today. I would rate it 9 out of 10. Fucking Across the Spider-Verse, 10 out of 10. Easy. Puss in Boots: Last Wish, 10 out of 10. Easy. It was perfect. The perfect sequel, and hinted at Shrek 5, which I'm very excited about, which I'm hoping is going to be good. But, Pixar could be good if they just did stuff differently, because this is what they do, right? They release something lackluster, right? And then they release a sequel, right? And that sequel will do semi-well, and then it's rinse repeat. They pump out something new, it does shit, they release a sequel for no reason, the sequel's better. Rinse and repeat. They do the same thing over and over and over and over and over again. Why do you think there's going to be a Toy Story 5? There's going to be a Toy Story 5. Right? And you don't need a Toy Story 5. You didn't even need a fucking Toy Story 4. Everyone hates it. Because it's bad. We didn't need it. It was perfect on Toy Story fucking 3. And I think most people will agree with me. Toy Story 3 is the perfect ending to that trilogy. No one can tell me differently. Toy Story 4 is unneeded. If you were to watch, right, if I were to tell you to go and watch Toy Story, I'd be like, okay, here's what you need to do. Watch 1, 2, and 3. Oh, wait, but there's 4 of them. No. Don't watch it. It's trash, dude. You know, if I were to tell you to watch the entire Shrek series, right, I would tell you to skip over 3. Because it's not needed. That series did not need... Well, okay. Shrek 3 was just bad. I think we can all agree. But Shrek Forever After was a fucking good movie. You know? But here's the thing. But Pixar can't do that. Because they're not trying. And it might just become the inevitability where they're just remaking old movies and making them live action. And that's my fear. Because I don't think any of us would be prepared for a live action Monsters Inc. or a live action Toy Story, which would just be uncanny. Or just a live action anything, you know, that Pixar has made. Cause like a live action WALL-E, it's like, no, leave that beautiful movie alone. Oh, I fucking love WALL-E. God, it's so good. 10 out of 10 easily. You know, it's sad. Pixar is on an inevitable downfall that I want to see them get out of, but I think logically they can't. You know? And it's hard to see the animation studio that I grew up with and a bunch of other people have grown up with to just start failing. And I can guarantee you that Elemental will do absolute ass in the box office. It already is. I don't know what score it has on Rotten Tomatoes, but I bet it's high because, like, oh, someone's paying them, you know? It's just like, oh my god, come on. But it could be better, but it also could be worse. Because it could be Blue Sky. And we all know what happened to them. But the thing is, Blue Sky is sad because they released something very good before they died, and it makes me sad. What did they release before they died? I don't know. Here it is. I'm pretty sure they... No, Sony... That was Sony Animations did Mitchell's vs. Machines. I don't know what they did, but they released something good, I'm pretty sure, before they died. But we didn't need 5 Ice Age movies because that was like the one thing that Blue Sky was surviving off of was Ice Age. And Disney is planning to do a fucking other one. And it's like, oh my god, just stop. Disney, just stop, dude. Get back to your original ideas. The new spy movie that Pixar is doing actually kind of looks good, and I'm kind of excited for that one, but I won't get my hopes up. But that's it. Pixar, change, and you will be infinitely better. Don't just release mediocre sequel after mediocre sequel. Make something new, but actually make it good, like you used to. Like, I don't know, fucking WALL-E. And if we do get a sequel for WALL-E, I would love to see what, you know, if there are more ships, you know, or like, because there's no way they could just fit how many ever people were in the world at the time on that one ship, you know. Like, if there were more ships, if there were, you know, what the society's at now, you know, I would love to fucking see that. But anyway, that's it. What should you take away from this? Well, as per usual, absolutely nothing. This is my opinion. You can have a different opinion. That's what the comment section is for. Speaking of, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Only a small percentage of you are, so if you aren't, it helps out a lot. Also, don't forget to check out my Twitter, No, that's not the outro. Twitter, Discord, and Patreon, all linked in the description below. Patreon is $1 a month, so you can support me on there. And, yeah, I have to edit this now. Yay! I'm kidding. Editing is so easy. But, that's it. Bye. Peace. Bye.